Hi friends, this is Hitesh. This is my another video. So this is based on the topic of project and program management and generally management in general. So I have around 15 to 20 years of experience in the IT industry, in the IT job function in various industries like finance, life sciences, uh, uh, and system integration, uh, to name a few. And I have worked throughout in US and Asia Pacific and in Singapore. The reason why I'm making this video is because my knowledge is actually stocked, and people are just sucking out of my knowledge through AI, IoT, and other devices. So I thought it is better to share with myself via video. So this is a summary of why I'm putting it public. If it is helpful or not, that is at a later stage. But this is a starter video on project management, program management, and general leadership skills. So this is suited for beginner. It's a unscripted video, so it's suitable for beginners who want to get into project management and general management field. So, what is management? Management is efficient utilization of various of any resources possible. It could be human, money, uh, technology, relationship, or people skills, or or assets, your hardware, uh, or any resources. So management is basically efficient utilization of resources uh, to based on a particular set of objectives and goals and ethics and principles. So people would say, is management is it a something that can be theoretically learned? Yes, to some extent it can be learned, but then there's a vast extent of management which is actually uh, based on experience. So you would not easily understand that. Uh, I mean, for example, a person studies a particular portion of management in school, in his bachelor's, in his diploma, in his master's. But what life teaches the person, what he learns on the work, that cannot be learned anywhere. Instead, besides working in the besides working in the school, like in the institute, or I mean working at his workplace. Sorry that this is an unscripted video, so there's a bit of uh, change of words, and I'm not editing it, so please excuse this. So management is can be learned theoretically, but that is difficult to implement. You have to be very studious type of person to study by heart and then implement those management techniques at work life. But a lot of people do that. It's not that it hasn't happened, because when you first come out of the school, that is how you do that. But then there's another management part which you learn over the period of time. So management is efficient use of resources. Then there are various types of management. It could be project management, it could be finance management, it could be wealth management, it could be family management, it could be your insurance management, it could be your relationship management, it could be time management. So there are various factors, various streams of management. And when you talk about I would focus on the a small area in this called project management. Project is basically project and program management. Projects are basically uh, piece of work which is defined, which has to be executed during a specified period of time with a specified budget and specified resources. So it is not a continuous process. It is something which is fixed, which is uh, it is fixed, and it doesn't it is a fixed time. So uh, yeah. So there's a difference between project management and operations management. Operations is business as usual. So uh, for example, uh, a new application or a new car which is to be made by a company, or a new software which is to be made by a company, so that comes up as a project. For example, if Maruti wants to come up with a new car, so they will have that as a project, XYZ car project. So it will be right from inception to rollout. So that is a project, and business as usual would be maintenance field. So once the project has been rolled out, then customers management, maintenance management, inventory management of the parts that are new parts that are needed, or services that are needed, anything that breaks down for a customer, or if if anything is a failure, or if anything has to be rolled back. So that's the difference between project and operations management. So project management by itself has various streams: time management, scope management, cost management, uh, relationship management, risk management, communications management, uh, and uh, documentation management, and stakeholder management, and stakeholder management, and yeah. So these are few things which I could immediately come, which immediately comes to my mind. So time management is basically implementing the project in a fixed period of time. So you don't have unlimited time to implement the project. It has to be done during a fixed period of time. So that is called time management, managing it efficiently. So time management has another portion called schedule management. What is schedule management? Schedule management is scheduling these various activities that you define in the project. So the project has to be broken down into various small parts. So basically it is broken down into smallest part, which becomes a unit of work. So that unit of work becomes a project, and becomes an item, or I mean it becomes a work breakdown structure. It becomes an item in the work breakdown structure. So the smallest element of you break a project into various tasks, various modules, until you reach the smallest executable task, executable item that could be done, that could be implemented. So that's actually a part of that's 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 a part of schedule work breakdown structure. And then scheduling this activities that you have identified, one after the other, or parallelly, or according to any dependencies that these items may be having. For example, if a car is produced, so before you roll out the car, you need various things. You need the steel. Then the steel has to be processed. It has to be moduled into the shape of the car, and the car has to be designed first of all. And then you need the machine, you need the engine, you need the sofa, I mean you need the seats, you need the tires. So all these components needs to be ready first, and then a car is made. So the work breakdown structure should have all these things. So scheduling this, for example, a tire will be needed only after the base of the car is ready, or the suspension is ready. The tires have to be put on the suspension. So these items should be scheduled properly. So this is called schedule management. uh, so this comes as a part of project planning. So this is task planning. So then you have, once the tasks are identified, you schedule the task. Then you actually you do resource man identify resources. So this identifying of resources is called resource management. So you request for the resources, then hire them, or subcontract them. And once these resources are there, you actually uh, assign these resources to various items. So in huge projects like a car making company, it's actually not resources, it's teams. So you identify, okay, there's one team for the for the engine, there's one team for the steel, there's one team for the body, there's one team for the upholstery and the inner chairs or the sofas, there's one team for the plastic, there's one team for the door, there's one team for the what is for the uh, wheels. So these are various teams. So you assign the task to the or the modules to the team. So that's assigning of task, assignment of tasks to task to resources. So that is another part of project management: scheduling and assignment of management of resources. So resource management is also a part of project management. So this is resource management, and then after resource management there is something called as uh, uh, tracking of work. So this is called this when this comes, the project is actually started and it is you are actually executing the project. So day to day task, how much, what is the progress made for each, updating the status of each item, each progress of each item that has to be made. So this could be weekly, this could be monthly, this could be quarterly. So this is called execution and tracking of resources. So execution and tracking of tasks. So this is actually a part of project management. It's called execution management, project execution management. And then there is uh, status reporting, reporting to the management, to the top management, to the team who's working, where team member is there, what they are doing, what work they are doing, where they are doing, and how they are doing each of the works. So this has to be this has to be this is called actually what you call as reporting or stakeholder management. So everybody is a stakeholder in a project. The sponsors the project stakeholder, the team members a stakeholder, the the uh, the functional heads are a stakeholder, the technical heads are a stakeholder, the architect is a stakeholder, the designer is a stakeholder, uh, the sales team is a stakeholder, the rollout implementation team is a stakeholder. So keeping them updated, taking their feedback is comes becomes a part of communication management. So this is another part of project management. So uh, so this was communication management. Then there's cost management. So getting the resources in a fixed time. I mean, cost management is you have a fixed budget for a project. So when a project or when a car is launched, you have to make a piece of car in a particular amount. Otherwise, the sales team won't be able to sell it. Otherwise, the market competition will not be able to sell the car beyond that price. So effective project management means uh, making the product in a right cost, which people can use it, and it is efficient, it is safe, all the risks are taken care of, and doing it in a timely way. So cost management is basically making sure the project doesn't overrun the budget. So whatever the project, the sponsors assigned the project, the budget to the project. For example, the sponsors assigned $1 million. So the project has to be done in that amount. You have a variance of 5%, 2%, 10%. Depends on what is the standard in your company, but it should not be huge. Normally, projects should not have an overrun, but in general, most of the projects have some overrun. So that is cost management. There's risk management. Each project has a lot of risks. So what are the risks that come in the project? So what are the risks is uh, for example, if it's a phone, a project of making a phone, then the phone should have the one risk management is the radiation level of the phone should be as per the standards which are defined for that country, for that place, and for that device, for that technology, it should not be too high because it could cause health issues, cancer or whatever due to radiation. So risk management, this is one of the points of the risk management. Second risk management is it should not overrun the cost, and that is also a part of risk management. So risk management as various ways it could be done. Like it could be mitigated in the risk. The risk should be mitigated. The risk should be could be uh, could be the risk could be mitigated. The risk could be uh, accepted, or the risk could be avoided. So when you avoid a risk means you don't want to do that. You know that is a risk. So let's not get into that part and let's avoid it. And mitigated means you find a solution. You know that is a risk, so find a solution and take care of the risk. And yeah, so these are various forms that comes as a part of risk management. And then what else? Stakeholder management has been done, and so this is an overview of what is project and program management. Program management is basically a set of related projects that are called that is called program. So set of related projects are called programs, and so this is an overview of what project management is. It is different from leadership and lead. I mean leadership. Leadership is general. Leadership, project managers can be leaders, but all leaders cannot be project management. Project managers can or cannot be leaders, may or may not be leaders, but all leaders cannot be project managers, and all project managers cannot be leaders. Some project managers have the work of just tracking and making sure everything following up what is documented, but leaders are like at a high level. If it's ahead of something, that person needs leadership skills. So this is an overview of what program management is. It's a big system, so it could we could go on much in detail. This is just a starting point. If I feel there is a need, I can come up with more topics on this. And since again once again I'm recording this not because I want to be famous or something, because through various means of technology, IoT, this and that, my my knowledge is being stolen. So I'm just putting it out on a piece of paper to give a small introduction to it. It's not a very big thing, but it's not scripted. It is what is there from here that is coming. Hopefully, if there is a need, I could come up with more such videos. For now, uh, just let me know how do you like it. Thank you.